Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great week and I hope you're getting a lot done. If you're not, well then I really hope that watching this will help you get motivated or give you some ideas that would help you get some stuff done. Today we are going to be working mainly on the kitchen because my kitchen has gotten a little out of hand, and because we have a small 70s kind of square looking kitchen, there's not a lot of places to put things. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be deep cleaning some stuff. I'm going to be taking things out. I'm going to be rearranging, decluttering, and making room for the big bulky things that always sit on my counter that is just way too much of an eyesore to be there. So this is going to be a great day. We're going to get a lot of cleaning done, and hopefully it will all motivate you, and you can help motivate me too, because this has been a hard week for me. I hope you enjoy everything that's coming up. Thank you, and stay tuned. To do the cabinets, I just realized how short I am. It's like my head just barely comes above this stupid video. I am like super short. That was just so sad. Anyway, I'm gonna clear these cabinets out, and I'm gonna take everything out because I want to. The kids have got sticky mess in here, and I think, yeah, they weren't too nice with the honey, and yeah, it spilled all over the place. So I'm gonna take these out. I'm gonna clean each one of these up, clean the cabinets up, and then organize them so that they all fit on one shelf, and I have this shelf to put more bulky items. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, now that I'm done laughing at myself, the main idea of this was I have a slow cooker, I have a bread maker, I have some mixers, I've got a bunch of stuff that's just sitting all over my counters, and I want them gone because it always looks so cluttered, it's so disgusting. But you know, it's a really small kitchen, so there's not much to do with it. And once you get like the cabinets in, and you get your groceries in, and you get your dishes in and stuff, there's no space to store these big things. And I was trying to store them above this pantry. I bought this pantry and moved it in. I got it from Lowe's. It's a real space saver, because all we had was a complete blank wall back there on that side with absolutely no cupboards, no nothing, and I absolutely hated it. So we moved this pantry in so that we could have more storage. And I kept thinking, you know, the kids, they put their stuff in, and like I will arrange it all, and then they will just shove it in. They will not put it back in the way that I have it arranged. They're just like, oh yeah, it just goes in the front, and then everything ends up a cluttered mess. So usually I end up having to pull these out and rearrange them, but there got to be too much of that condiment stuff, and I thought, you know, if I get it all into the bottom and where it should be, then I could use the top of that shelf, and I could put that mixer in there, and I could put that stuff, the bread maker and the a slow cooker in there. And so I decided I was going to pull them all out, and then this happened. I found a whole bunch of stuff that had been dripped and spilled, and it was a disaster. So I'm gonna have to work on the kids better on just cram and jamming, knocking things over and having it spill, because that honey, oh my goodness, I used this Lysol wipe here to wipe down that cabinet, and it was not budging. That honey was like fossilized in there, so I had to pull out some bigger guns to get it done. I mean, it was stuck on there. Well, This honey is way worse than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to grab the Scrub Mommy. I left that sound in there for a little bit just to show you, because when I was scrubbing it, it sure sounded like I was sanding my countertop. It was very bad. I looks like I had sandpaper going over it is what it sounded like. That stuff took a while to get off. It was stuck. Honey is not fun. Once I got the cabinets done, I went back to all the stuff that was in the cabinets, and I have it all laid out here. And I needed to wipe them all off because with the drips and the spills and stuff, there was just they were all messy, and some of them were kind of dusty too, which you would think, if you have a closed door cabinet that the dust wouldn't get in there, but dust gets everywhere. I hate dust. I wish it would just go away. But as I was wiping these down, I noticed a repetitive job. I was like, didn't I just clean a peanut butter? Didn't I just clean a Pam cooking spray? How many of these are here? I realized that, my husband likes to go to the store, and then he says he's getting what he calls the basics, and his basics are like the same stuff every time, and he always does it when he's coming home from work, so he never really checks to see if we need any basics. He just buys them repeatedly over and over. And so if I have it and I go put it up there and I know we don't need it, it just keeps accumulating and accumulating until I'm like, stop buying that, we have enough. So we had like 5 cans of Pam spray, and we had just a million jars of peanut butter, and I just kept thinking, oh my goodness, no wonder we are so cluttered in this thing. It's that the condiments and that honey, oh my gosh, could you see it just dripping down the side? That was so gross. I never want to have to deal with that again, because that was the stickiest, yuckiest stuff. So I wiped them all down, and now I'm going to try to put them all away in an orderly fashion so that when the kids get to it, they don't just start cram ramming and jamming. They can take like the first thing out and then put it back in the first spot, and we'll see if it works. They're teenagers, they're in a hurry, they just shove things. So we'll see if it works. If not, So what I did here was I just started putting them in. Now I'm going to change my mind after a while. What I do is I put it in, I think, okay, well, that works. And then I'll put something else in, and then it'll dawn on me, you know what? This would work better if I went this way or did it this way. So I end up rearranging them. And it works for me, that method does, because, I can see what it looks like in there and then see how it would, better be arranged some other way. But my main focus when I did this was to put the things that the kids use on a daily basis in the front and in nice rows so that they can see where it is, grab it, use it, put it back. And then the stuff that we rarely use, or maybe like me or my husband use, I was going to put in the back. Because, we can reach back there, we can pull those things out without making a ginormous mess. So I thought, that would be a better thing to do, because we can see it, the kids can't, and that way things would be less likely to become a jambalaya mess like it was before. And well, we'll see. I will let you know. I will keep you updated on whether this system is working or not. So, like those canola oils, I put those in the back, and I put things like my peppermint syrup for my coffee and stuff. I put that in the back, and my husband's like whey protein powders and stuff. I put those in the back because he can reach in there, he can pull that out, it won't become a huge mess. I can do it too, and then the kids aren't reaching back there and knocking a million things over. That was sort of my idea for this, and I really hope it works. So when I got all this in, I realized, okay, the instant breakfast stuff, that's got to go. It's just not going to work in there. And so I put in the mayonnaise and the salad dressing and stuff. And I thought, okay, this works. We're going to do this. This is how it's going to work. And then I have that entire top dresser or entire top shelf to work with. So if you want, I will let you know how that goes and if the kids keep it up. This is my turkey pan. I love this thing. I can cover it up. It makes huge turkeys, which we make a lot for Christmas, Thanksgivings, because we have like huge families. So this thing just comes in great, and I absolutely love the little rack that comes with it. I got it at Goodwill, and I was so surprised. I only got it for $4, but this thing really works. It distributes the heat so well, and your turkey's not sitting in a bath, a giant bath of broth and sogging up the bottom of the turkey, and it does not burn the top of the turkey. Everything just comes out perfectly even, and I absolutely love this thing. But it's been sitting on the top of my pantry because there's no room for it to go anywhere, so I needed to clean it up, dust it, because I haven't used it since Christmas. I didn't have to do a big deep clean on the turkey pan, obviously, because I had already cleaned it up after Christmas, but it had been sitting there for a while, so I had a good layer of dust on it, and once I get to cleaning something, I gotta clean it. So I tried putting the turkey pan in there, and it only fit the turkey pan because it was so big. So what I did was I put my slow cooker up there, and then I put my bread maker up there. My bread maker, I tried putting it in sideways first, and it was just about an inch or about a centimeter too big, so I ended up putting it long ways, and we ended up fitting it up there, and I was extremely happy about that because that was two things on my counter that were the biggest eyesores. Okay, so right down here is the cupboard that I want to get rid of. Well, I can't really get rid of it, but the stuff out of it I want to get rid of and move it over to the Lazy Susan. So we're going to pull all this stuff out and put it on the counter. Having my crock pot or slow cooker and my bread maker back in that pantry cleared up that entire counter space that I'm filling up with pans. And I was just so happy to see that because I never get to see an empty space in this kitchen. I thought, oh yay, let's keep going, because it really motivated me. I was so happy to see that. Now I'm just going to move them over to the Lazy Susan, and we're going to get started over there. So I've got all the pots and pans down here, and my idea was to put them in the Lazy Susan because they're so big, and my 70s cupboards are so small that they're just crammed, rammed, jammed, and packed in there. So I thought if they were sitting out and I could just turn it and see it, then it would be easier to get to and easier for the kids to put away. I definitely, these are one of my DIY projects because I definitely want the metal gone, and I want to put some nice white or nice wooden ones in here that are more sturdier and definitely look better, because the 70s metal's just ew. so so that's what I want to do with that. But until then, because I have so many things I need to get to and can't do it till we get this all clean. So let's get it clean and then we'll work on the DIYs. um, Not exactly quite sure how it's going to work. I'm probably going to shuffle things around like I did with the uh, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like I did with the pantry just a little while ago. So, yeah, if I put something somewhere and then just move it, it's because I'm looking at it, I'm seeing it. Do I like it? Do I like the feel of it? And if not, then it moves. The Lazy Susan idea was the one thing I was the most excited about doing because when I put the pots and pans in there, the kids are going to be able to see that they're stacked neat and where they go. And the other ones, they couldn't, and they treated it pretty much like the pantry and just shoved it in. And if they couldn't shove it in, they put it on the counter and told me they didn't know how to get it done. So I am extremely excited about getting it to where they can see it, see how it goes, and get it in the proper spot so we don't have that problem anymore. Okay, so my head is just running with ideas right now because I have that whole thing now and I can put so much of my stuff in there and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do and which one I don't and where I want them to go because it's going to clear up a lot of space for me, which is just going to be awesome. I treated this bottom drawer like I did my cabinet and I did my Lazy Susan. I put the things that I use and the kids never use, like my mixing stuff, in the back of this cabinet, and then I put the stuff that my husband and them use on a regular basis in the front so that they could pull it out, they could put it back in, and the stuff in the back doesn't get crammed or they don't shove it in there, and it's all nice, neat, organized. And when I want to get to it, I can get to the things in the back because it's organized and it's not so cluttered and things are just shoved in there. I have no idea that they even went in there. So let's hope, like I said, let's hope that stays that way and that this system works because I am really hoping it does. It will make my life a lot easier. Okay, so on the top one, I have both my mixers and my waffle maker. And on the bottom, I have my toaster and my three little waffle, pancake, and grilled sandwich makers. And I have my toaster, which is good. And way in the back is my big turkey roaster. So, yay, so much stuff that I could not find room for that was just sitting either on my counter or way up on top of the pantry looking like an eyesore. So I am extremely happy with how this is going. So in this one, I decided to use my Scrub Mommy Power Paste on the top of my glass top cooking stove. I have found that I do love the Scrub Mommy products. I absolutely love the Scrub Mommy sponges and Scrub Daddy sponges. They are like my best friend. But I have found that the Power Paste does not clean as well as Barkeeper's Friend. And I know Barkeeper's Friend is for like stainless steel, but it cleans my glass top stove so much better. So once I'm done with the Scrub Mommy Power Paste, I am just sticking with that, because not only do I get to clean my sinks with it and my stove, stuff like that, but it works for that, and I don't have to buy two products for it. And I am all about saving money right now. So with food prices as they are, and with our huge family, saving money is a huge thing for me right now. I needed to take a break, so what I did was, after dinner and after my shower, there's the clothing change for you. But after all of that, I wiped everything down, got dinner done and cleaned up, and I was getting ready for the next. I wanted this place nice and clean and ready for the next day, so I could move all this junk and make this counter so much more less cluttered up, because that is my coffee station, and there's just yeah, I keep finding Christmas items. Don't tell me why, but I just keep do. I thought I got rid of them all, but there's I wanted this area is so plugged up right now. I couldn't wait to get everything moved and stuff, but I wanted tonight to think about where it should go and what I should do with it, so that all I did was clean everything up and get it ready to be moved and to its better spot. And that was pretty much what I did for the evening.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, I'm looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Maybe forget about the consequences. Wherever we're going fast. On top of the world of our independence. Laughing whenever we screw it up. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing.
After I slept on it, I figured I wanted the main stuff that was going to stay on my counter over to the left side of my kitchen. My coffee, my stevia, my peppermint, my coffee grounds, anything that's in those white jars goes with coffee. So I wanted them all over there. That way I could have the other side mostly empty, pretty looking. You could see the backsplash great, and it would look more clean because that's the bigger part of the kitchen. That was my idea and my thinking on it. Over on the other side, I left the wooden turntables. Those are the only two things I left over there, and those are there for a reason, because we are still trying to get my bathroom remodel done. So until the sink is pretty much usable in the bathroom. Stuff like my daughter and my son's toothbrush and toothpaste and a little bit of the medicine stuff that we use on a daily basis is sitting on these turntables. And my spices. I have an idea where I want to put my spices in a little bit, but I can't do it just this minute. So what I wanted to do was basically those will be moved and it'll be nice and clean and absolutely spotless over there on that side once we get those things accomplished. It's just one step at a time, but those turntables will eventually be gone. My next thing is to get the microwave clean. I didn't get to it that night. I was just too tired and I wanted to spend time with my family. So we're going to do it this morning. The microwave really needs to be cleaned up because there was all sorts of junk in it. First thing I do if I'm going to clean the microwave is I just stick my measuring cup and I put it on 5 minutes with water in it, and I let it steam up my microwave and loosen up any of the grease and the grime that is stuck onto it. The steam really does work. I like boiling the water in there. It saves me a lot of time and energy in scrubbing. And then I don't like a whole lot of harsh chemicals in my microwave. Just there's food in there. So I only use my Dawn Power Wash in there, and it's already loosened up thanks to all of the boiling water. So I just spray Dawn Power Wash in there. I'm not a fan of like having some kind of chemical fumes sitting in there that could get on my food once you're microwaving it. The microwave wasn't too bad. There was a whole lot of stuck on food on the bottom and on the top. The kids have a bad habit of leaving something in there and then it boils and it splatters all over the top, so you got to do that. But this time, oh my gosh, I actually I scrubbed this all up, and then I go to wipe it out, and I find blue. And I'm like, wait, what was in the microwave that was blue? And then I realized it's blue wax. Emma, my 10-year-old, and my son had decided to do a craft experiment. There's the blue in the microwave, and they melted crayons, and of course they put it in way too long and it was bubbling up and it splattered all over the top and some into the bottom. So I was cleaning up blue wax in the microwave, and I thought, well, that's definitely a first. When never really cleaned that mess up before, but with kids, any mess is possible, I tell you what. If you guys are still watching at this point, I am so eternally grateful for you guys. Everybody that sticks around to watch my videos, that gets motivation out of it, that actually likes watching them, thank you. Thank you, and thank you so much. It brings my heart joy that knows I'm helping somebody. This isn't just a YouTube thing to make a whole bunch of money. I really wanted to help somebody with this, and it makes me feel good if I can help others in the same position where they have small houses, or they have small spaces, or they have regular middle class suburban homes, and they need ideas on how to create more space in their home, or if they're having anxiety and just need motivation. Now, I know this is a very odd view, but this is underneath the microwave. I always make it a priority to take out the cleaning vent, because the cleaning vent is one thing that gets the most goo out of it. If you have a microwave with a vent or exhaust fan, you know it's sucking up all of the steam and all of the stuff that goes with it, and man, does it get greasy. I mean, you could see all of that that brown yellow grease that gets stuck on that vent, and then it'll get clogged up and your vent won't work right, and then your exhaust, you're not sucking up any of the heat or any of the stuff that you need to keep your house, clear of all of this the things that it's supposed to be doing. So I get really hot water going, and then I just scrub it down with some Dawn Power Wash, because we all know Dawn Power Wash is a fabulous degreaser. And look at that, it is just back to being silver again. And you just stick it right back on there. Okay, so this is our refrigerator things that I don't know what you call it. I'm just completely at a loss for words. But anyway, this is what broke is this little thing, and so the man, I can't think of nothing today. So the drawer kind of went down, and we popped this out of the refrigerator so we could go get replacement pieces for it. Now, when we pop this one out, oh my gosh, this goes in. It stays in there. It is completely flat on the surface. And when we popped this out, the inside was so crusty and so full of refrigerator gunk. And I thought, that just boggled my mind that the inside of the fridge could get dirty too. And I thought, oh my goodness. I mean, you think you deep clean, and then something like this comes along, and you're like, wow, that fridge is not anywhere near clean. So I think I'm going to be popping these out more and cleaning these. That was just outstandingly, like, horrific to me to see all of that dirt and grime and grease and stuff in there. And I thought, I can't handle that. Knowing that these actually get dirty, I'm going to start popping them out more. All right, so this is my living room. This is my 70s living room. You can tell by the fireplace that it's definitely a 70s living room. I love it. It's huge, and we can all sit together. And since we're a big family, I absolutely love that. So that doesn't bother me. The fireplace, yeah, it kind of bothers me. I do need to modernize that a little bit more. But as of the space, I absolutely love it. And I know we were only supposed to be doing the kitchen today, but I had an unexpected problem, and my kitty threw up. So little Cassie threw up on the couch. Of course, she couldn't find a better place to do it. And so the little Bissell had to come out, and I decided I wasn't going to clean the entire couch top to bottom, because I had already done that a few days ago, and I didn't really want to redo it. But I did do the bottom cushions where you sit, and I did do the foot ottoman, because people put their feet up there, and it always starts smelling like a foot if you don't do it regularly. But so I'm just gonna get what I do is I spray a Resolve urine destroyer on the couch, and then I take my little brush and I brush it in before I decide to spray the water and the cleaner that's in the little Bissell. So it gets rid of any kind of cat smells. So it not only gets rid of urine, but it gets rid of the cat smells. And that's what I want. Because nobody wants to lay down on a couch and to relax and go, what the heck is it? Oh, so, I was just going to do where they sit, and I was really going to do a good job on the spot or the cushions in where she decided to have a throw up party.
got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new, even if we stay in bed. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna now, 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
Now that I'm getting the couch all shampooed up and the smell off of it, I am seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and boy, am I tired. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people don't think that shampooing the couches is like a lot of work, but it is. And you end up real tired and you end up real exhausted afterwards, to where you're like, whew, I really need a break. That was hard work. And considering how I've been feeling lately, this is kind of, I've been kind of sick, and it's not like a virus kind of sick. I thought it was, since my daughter had caught something, and I thought, well, I just can't shake this. But I went to the doctor, and it seems like it's something else, and I'm not really going to put it out there right now because we're still doing tests to figure out what it is. But it looks like I've got some things I'm going to have to deal with medically wise. And I thought, oh, okay. So it's been making me real sick to my stomach, and it's been making me really tired lately. So I've been going a little bit at a time, doing what I can so that I can still keep this house organized and clean. But it has been a while since I got a video up, because it just takes me forever to get this stuff done, and then I'm not feeling good, and I just gotta go rest. And it's just, I wish it was something different, but it looks like every other week is how much I'm going to get videos out for now until I get the information from my doctor and figure out how to fix this, because the fatigue that I am getting when I do just a little bit is absolutely enormous, and uh I sleep a lot right now, especially when the kids are in school, because I'm just absolutely just overwhelmed with fatigue, and I feel real bad about it. But I'm getting what we'll get it ready and we'll get it done, and I will get something to fix this, and hopefully we can get more videos out. But that's unfortunately the way it is. And I also, here on this set, I decided to do the sides of my couch, since this was the area the cat decided to have a puke party in. And I thought, well, no, I'm going to do the couch sides just in case. And these cushions do not come out. They're kind of sewn in. I wish they would, but they don't. So it makes cleaning the sides of the couch a lot harder than it should be. And but at least the sectional comes apart in two sections, so that's at least good. So I can get to the sides on that area, which is seems to be the cat's favorite area. And but that is what we're doing. Holy moly, that is a lot of dirt for something that just got shampooed a few days ago. Bad, bad kitty. Anywho, this is the end of the video. I really hope you liked it. I hope it motivated you. Please like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.